How's it going, folks? How are you? Welcome back to the Brock Jr. channel. Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another edition of Sunday Night Smash. I am your voice of We Live Wrestling, Brock Jr. We're back here at the Manhattan Center in New York City. Rowdy New Yorkers ready for some WLW action here on this Sunday night. Recapping what happened last Saturday, well, not last Saturday night, last night, excuse me. A grudge match challenge for the WLW Women's Championship has been issued by the Crippler. She wants a title shot against Sweet Candy Corn. Will Conrad Thompson grant her that match? Also, we've had some rival wrestlers from our rival company. But we had Sean Canada, Mega Morgan, and a guy by the name of Tobacco Dupree. They made an appearance last night on Saturday Night Slam during that Junior World Championship. No, not Junior World Championship. It was the Corporate World Wrestling Championship between Scraper and the amazing Mega Morgan. And it just went to pieces during that match. Scraper retains the CWW Championship, but Mega Morgan, Sean Canada, and Tobacco Dupree had an all-out war with Quad. And that is about it. And one thing I would like to say, that this the overhead camera that I'm using, it quit on me. It clocked out and hauled tail, so let me show you. Go ahead and activate this bad boy. I think it happened during the Super Slam 2 pay-per-view that I was doing, that it froze out on me. It clocked out and hauled tail, so let me show you the guy. Let me show you the suspect. All right, taking you behind the scenes. You see this guy? Take a look. Hold on, let me get this around here. This guy right here. Yep, this is the guy that keeps failing me. He froze on me during Saturday Night Slam. So the entire video, the overhead footage, was frozen. Hopefully it doesn't do that today. I usually check during the while I'm filming, but I get so caught up in the game that I don't even pay attention. I try to look at the screen on the OBS to see if anything's moving. I'll do something like that. You probably might catch it. I'll probably move my hand a little bit to see if my stupid camera is still going. And I believe it is still going right now. All right. Sunday Night Smash is brought to you by McDo's. It's home of the McDoo-Doo combo. They're bringing in the new combo pretty soon. They keep telling me that, but I haven't seen a new combo up in the restaurant yet. But they want you to try their one and only combo. It's the McDoo-Doo combo. It's a double quarter pounder with cheese, hot fresh fries, their own version. And you see, oh, okay, there we go. And they prefer a soft drink that you would probably love, and they prefer Damn Cherry Cola. Because one taste of this will make you say, damn, is that cherry? All right, let's take a look at the show for tonight and see what we have. We have singles action with Fatman RHODES, one half of Jake the Fat Man. He is going up against one half of the Superhero Brothers. He's going up against BACMAN. And the Crippler going one-on-one against Busty Rhodes, the Crippler who is asking for a women's title shot against Sweet Undertaker, Sweet Candy Corn. I wonder if that will happen. And in the main event, Papa Doc. He is the second in command in quad. Well, I hope he still is, because Mason Sensation, what he's done last weekend, I don't know. But Mason Sensation is not here. But it will be Papa Doc taking on Iceberg Isaac, who showed his face in that Junior World Championship. Was it a Junior World Championship or was it the main event? I believe he showed his face in the main event. Papa Doc is going to make an example out of Iceberg Isaac. Papa Doc and Iceberg Isaac will get it on here tonight on Sunday Night Smash. All right, let's head on down to the ring in the Manhattan Center and get the first match going. Fatman Rhodes and BACMAN will be getting it on. Let's shuffle up the fast action card deck. I mentioned last night that we're going to have our very first house show coming up in just a few weeks. I believe we have Conrad Thompson has some matches shaped up for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest is set for one fall. First, from Nashville, North Carolina, being accompanied by his tag team partner, Jake the Jock Hawk, weighing 310 pounds, Fatman Rhodes. And Fatman will be the underdog. He has a TV grade of B with a grudge grade of 15. His opponent from Centropolis, weighing 244 pounds, being accompanied by his tag team partner, The Strike, BACMAN. And BACMAN will be favored. He has a TV grade of A with a grudge grade of 3. And his ally, his tag team partner, is The Strike. I think I will keep the hot box just like that. Let's roll for pre-match. We roll a 2. We're heading to Highlight Reel O. All right, Highlight Reel O, and let's roll, Soul. Whoops. And Fatman is a heel. BACMAN is a face. And we roll a 53 in Highlight Reel O. 53 says, Hotbox ally of Underdog Wrestler offers disarming comments, reduce ally and Underdog grudge grade by 1 point. The Hotbox ally of Fatman Rhodes is his tag team partner, Jake the Jock Hawk, saying some disarming words. Always losing my place. 53. All right, Hotbox ally of Underdog Wrestler offers disarming comments, reduce ally and Underdog grudge grades by 1 point. So Fatman Rhodes will go from a 15 down to a 14. And his tag team partner, Jake the Jock Hawk, will go down the grudge grade. He has a 9. He will go down to an 8. Okay. And the first card in this match is Agile. BACMAN does not have Agile. Neither does Fatman Rhodes. Highlight Reel, A or B. We're going to roll A is odds, B is even. And we roll a 6. We're heading to Highlight Reel B. We roll a 65 in highlight reel B. 65 says, wrestler suffers real or fake injury, can't continue match, opponent awarded decision. The wrestler will always be in the favorite spot, so that is BACMAN. Wrestler suffers real or fake injury, can't continue the match, opponent awarded decision. So BACMAN, I believe he's suffering from a slight injury. I think he rolled an ankle trying to get after Fatman Rhodes, and we don't even have a referee down there. Let's have Bubba Rose. So BACMAN is favoring his ankle. Bubba Rose is checking on him. And he is calling for the bell and awarding this match to Fatman Rhodes. Let's roll for post-match. Man, I'm telling you, that was a short match right there. We roll a 5. Oh, who won the match, heel or face? Heel won the match, so we're going to highlight reel U. And it's always something good in highlight reel U that's about to happen. I'm going the wrong way. All right, we roll a 44 in highlight reel U. Heel win results in face surrendering gimmick. Face also has TV grade reduced by 2. I don't like that one. The Superhero Brothers just got here. Let's roll again. 56. Heel win results in heel ally injuring face during celebration. All right, so BACMAN was already injured. Was he faking or was it legit? So here comes Jake the Jock Hawk, who kicks BACMAN back down to the mat and now stomping on his ankle. So he's going to have an ankle injury. And he's not letting up off of BACMAN. Ankle injury, I will write on his scratch card. Okay, and heel ally injuring face during celebration. See injury scenario below. Okay. Wrestler injured for, we're going to have to roll for matches. Let's see how many matches will he be injured for, and he'll be, oh my damn, he'll be injured for 5 matches. Okay, wrestler has a choice to continue competing using only non-athletic qualities like smart, favorite, cheat, etc., along with TV and grudge grades, or wrestler may withdraw from competition and lose TV grades as follows: 1 to 3 weeks reduced by 1 letter grade, 4 to 6 weeks reduced by 2 letter grades. If wrestler decides to compete, increase wrestler's TV grade 1 letter grade for every match won while injured. All right, let's see what he'll decide. We're going to let the die do it. Odds, he will compete. Even, he will withdraw from competition. And we have 3, so he is going to compete. That is odds of a roll of 3. He is going to compete. So he will decide to keep on wrestling with his injury for 5 matches. And he can't use, well, he can only use non-athletic qualities along with the TV grade and his grudge grade. And he will lose TV grades as follows. Okay, a wrestler may withdraw from competition and lose TV. Oh, okay. If wrestler decides to compete, increase wrestler's TV grade by 1 letter grade for every match won. So if he wins a match, he will gain a TV grade. He won't lose a TV grade if he loses a match. So an ankle injury is suffered now by BACMAN, and it's legit since Jake the Jock Hawk put a beating on him, stomping on that ankle. Fatman Rhodes is your winner. The strike comes down to check up on his partner. as he helps him back to the locker room. All right. Our next match is Busty Rhodes and the Crippler. Let's shuffle up the fast action card deck for this match. The Crippler wants a title shot, and I believe she will get it. Our house show is coming up in just a few weeks. I wonder if she's going to be granted that match at the house show in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul area in Minnesota. That's where I went to school for broadcasting, television, and radio. Okay, that is done. Now let's get the women out. Your next match is set for one fall. First, from the gym, the Crippler. Take a look at the Crippler with that wrench clutched in her hand. Katana Cruel. She is built, folks. She will be the underdog. She has a TV grade of C with a grudge grade of 13. Her opponent from Fort Worth, Texas, Busty Rhodes. Busty Rhodes comes on out. She will be favored. She has a TV grade of AAA with a grudge grade of 16. Let's get Lola Cloud to referee this match. And let's roll for pre-match. We roll a 4. We're heading to highlight reel O. Busty Rhodes and the Ultimate Woman had a match last night. She Undertaker, Mama Zombie, and Pink Roy, they made an appearance during that match. And again, they were floating in the air. I'm telling you, who does that? But only in We Live Wrestling. Busty Rhodes was a good friend of the Ultimate Woman. The Ultimate Woman turned her back on Sweet Candy Corn, double-crossed her in her, I believe it was her championship match at Super Slam, or was it after that? I forget. You know, I'm bad at not writing things down. So Busty Rhodes was a good friend. The Ultimate Woman recruited the Crippler in a tag team match last night to go up against Candy Corn and Busty Rhodes. So this is why Busty Rhodes is going up against the Crippler. All right, our first card is strong. Busty Rhodes does not have strong. The Crippler has strong with a star. Let's see how strong she is against Busty. We roll a 4, and the Crippler picks up Busty Rhodes and drops her with a vertical suplex. That is for 3 points. The Crippler's in control. She has cheat. Yes, she does, with a star. And she has that wrench. But that will be used to... Is it a foreign substance? Nope. We rolled a 3. An illegal blow. Closed fist. And Lola Cloud is issuing the Crippler to open that fist. And decks Busty Rhodes for 3 more points. TV. Busty Rhodes has AAA. The Crippler has a C. This will go to Busty Rhodes. We roll a 2. Busty Rhodes comes back with a neck breaker. That is for 5. Huge points. Helped. Busty is in control, but she does not have help, so we spin that card around. Smart. Busty has smart on a square. She's on a square. The Crippler is not smart. Busty Rhodes stays on offense. This will go to Busty. We roll a 3, and it's a step over toe hold on the Crippler for 3 points. Next is test of strength. Let's see if both wrestlers are strong and or powerful. Busty is powerful on a circle. The Crippler is strong with a star, so they both have their respective attributes. If both wrestlers are strong and or powerful, roll a die until ref break. 1 to 2, face scores 1 point. 3 to 4, rough breaks hold. And 5 and 6 scores, the heel scores 1 point. All right, let's roll. We roll a 4. Ref breaks the hole. Lola Cloud gets in, breaking up the test of strength. So we will continue. We have trailing. The Crippler is trailing behind Busty. We roll a 6. And a nice arm whip from the Crippler to Busty for 2 points. Mean. The Crippler is in control. She has mean, but only on a square. She's on the circle, so we spin it around, and it is strong. Busty does not have strong. The Crippler has strong with a star. This will go to her. We roll a 2, and a power bomb from the Crippler for 3 points. A brutal power bomb. Powerful. The Crippler is in control, but she does not have powerful, so we spin it around. Cheat. Busty does not have cheat. The Crippler has cheat with a star. We roll a 3. Painful head clap. That's for 2 points. Lola Cloud did not, I'm surprised she didn't see that. The Busty Rhodes goes down. The Crippler is going for the pin. She lands on a fatigue chip. Busty will need the AAA 11 to 43 to kick out of that pin. 52, that is 1. 44, that is 2. Oh, Busty, she's got to get up. The Crippler, does she have it? No. 22, that is nothing. The Busty. Busty gets out of it. I can't speak today, folks. But Busty gets out of the pin and the match continues. Favorite. The Crippler is in control, but she does not have favorite. Helped. Neither Busty nor the Crippler has helped. Strong. Nobody's in control. We spin it around. Cheat. Uh-oh. The Crippler has cheat. This will go to her with a star. We roll a 4. Illegal help. Illegal help, folks. And I forgot to add women to the hot box. The Crippler comes down to the Crippler. The Ultimate Woman comes down to the ring. Lola Cloud is yelling at her to get out. The Crippler is now getting in Lola Cloud's face. The Ultimate Woman climbs into the ring and gives a devastating clothesline to Busty Rhodes. That is for 3 points. And the Crippler is going for her finisher. It is the Crippler clutch. A Cobra clutch. She'll need to execute 11 to 25. That is 42. No, she cannot get the Crippler. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Crippler clutch. She cannot get the Crippler clutch on Busty Rhodes, so the match continues. The Crippler heads back to the yellow square. Heavy. Busty is not heavy. The Crippler is not heavy. Wild card. We're heading over to ranked matches wild card. All right, let's see what will happen, what result we will get. And we roll a 44. 44 says, is the wrestler helped? Outside help disables opponent. Wrestler delivers repeated illegal blows, scores with a die roll for points. If not, choice wrestler makes unscheduled appearance in ring to aid opponent. Opponent scores, and we're going to have to roll the die for points. Well, the choice wrestler is the Ultimate Woman as she comes back into the ring to aid opponent, and we're going to have to roll. How many points does the Crippler get? And she gets 3 points. And it's a pin. After that interruption by the Ultimate Woman, the Crippler is going for the pin. Busty now will need, she has a AAA, no fatigue chip on that, so she will need the B. It will be lowered, a B, 11 to 36 to get out of the pin. Can she do it? Will she do it? 55, that is 1. 56, that is 2. It's a 2-on-1 mugging here. And 34, that is 3. She cannot get out of that pin, almost. And the Crippler is showing some signs of climbing up the ladder here with these wins to prove that she is number one or can be a contender for the WLW Women's World Championship. Let's roll for post-match. Crippler comes out on top, a 2. So we were heading to Highlight Reel X. Okay, there we go. We roll 24 in Highlight Reel X. 24 says, defeated wrestler highly upset after disparaging comments by opponent, increased grudge grade by 3 points. The defeated wrestler is Busty Rhodes. The Crippler making some disparaging comments about Busty Rhodes in Busty Rhodes' ear, telling Busty Rhodes that she ain't nothing. She is the dirt that is beneath her wrestling boots. And Busty Rhodes, she doesn't take too kindly of that. She gets angry, so she will go from a 16 to a 19. And that is that. The Crippler is your winner with the help of the Ultimate Woman. Let's shuffle up the fast action card deck for our main event. The second in command of Quad, Papa Doc, taking on Iceberg Isaac, whose star is rising here in Major in We Live Wrestling. I believe we're going to have out of the ring action chart in this match. Let's go ahead and do it up. And the referee for this match will be Rock Hansen, senior referee. But before we head to that match, to the main event, we're going to take a little brief break. So we'll be right back here on Sunday Night Smash. This is Jim's story. Jim has to deal with his wife. You don't love me anymore. Damn. Jim has to deal with his boss, or your ass is fired. Out of here, pal. Damn. Jim has to deal with a cussing 5-year-old. Jim is cussing at me. Damn. Hey, Jim, drink this. Oh. Damn, that's good. Damn straight. Damn cola. One taste of this will make you say, damn, that's good. This commercial did not make no damn sense. All right, we're back here on Sunday Night Smash, and it's time now for our main event, Papa Doc and Iceberg Isaac. Let's head on down to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event, set for one fall. First, representing Quad from Rochester, New York, weighing 245 pounds, Papa Doc. Papa Doc will be the underdog. He has a TV grade of B with a grudge grade of 32. His opponent from South Carolina, weighing 222 pounds, Iceberg Isaac. He is We Live Wrestling's ninja. He has a AAA for his TV grade and a grudge grade of 16. He will be favored. He is the face, and Papa Doc is the heel. All right, let's roll for pre-match and see what kind of shenanigans will happen. We roll a 3, so we're heading to Highlight Reel O. We roll a 34 in Highlight Reel O. 34 says, Hotbox ally of favorite wrestler delivers memorable TV speech. Increased grudge grade of ally and wrestler by 2 points. I forgot to add people in the hot box for this match. Oh, and I forgot to do the out of the ring. I'll do that in just a moment. Let's get Patch. Patch comes on out. his memorable TV speeches about quad, how quad is a disease here in why do I want to say Major League Wrestling? Quad is a disease here and We Live Wrestling, and it's time that him and ICEBERG get rid of that disease, get rid of that cancer that is a sore in We Live Wrestling. And the fans, they're going ballistic. What a pop. That's the speech. So Patch and Iceberg Isaac will gain 3 grudge grades. That was 34, 2 grudge grades. So Patch will go from an 11 to a 13. And Iceberg Isaac will go from a 16 to an 18. All right, let's get some allies and folks in the hot box. Let's get Papa Doc's ally. His ally will be Brock Lesnar. Let's see. Underdog ally, Brock Lesnar. Underdog foe will be... who will be the foe? Yeah, let's get one of the superstars. Let's get Glasgow. No, he's going to be the high grudge grade. He has a 56, so let's get the Big Bad Wolf. Even though Big Bad Wolf is not in the title picture, he is still a major player, a main eventer here in We Live Wrestling. Now, I saw Big Bad Wolf. Now, oh, there he is. He's right here. Well, it doesn't look like it. His TV grade is a C. So his role has gone down a bit. He's going to have to move back on up. So he will be the underdog foe. And the favorite foe. Get these belts together. All right, who will be the favorite foe? You know what? Let's make that Brock Lesnar. And Papa Doc's ally will be the world champion. Scraper. Not only is he WLW champion, but he is Corporate World Wrestling champion. Our Rivals championship belt. All right, Benji needs to be with Shock. All right, second high grudge grade. Let's find him. And that's Mason, but he is not here tonight. So let's find somebody else. There's a high grudge grade up. Big Brother Red has 38. He makes sense. And Bo Phoenix has 25. So we're going to use Big Brother Red. He has 38. All right, now out of the ring action. Iceberg Isaac has the red marker. Let's roll for him. We roll a 4 and a 1. That is a 5. And for Papa Doc, he has the blue marker. 5 and a 2, a 7. Okay, we already rolled for pre-match, so let's go. First card in this match is Strong. Iceberg does not have Strong. Papa Doc has Strong with a star. This will go to him. We roll a 4. Papa Doc with an abdominal stretch on Iceberg. That is for 3 points. Cheat. Iceberg does not have cheat. Papa Doc has cheat, but he can only use it on a square. He is on a circle. Helped. Extracurricular activity. Iceberg does not have help. Papa Doc has help. He distracts senior referee Rock Hansen. Scraper climbing over the rope. He's not crawling through the ropes. He climbs over the rope, steps over the rope, and gives Iceberg a big boot for 3 points. And damn you, Quad. Damn you, Quad. Cheat again. This will go to Papa Doc, who has the cheat quality. Oh, no, it isn't. He can't use it. He's on a square. He has to be on, he's on a circle. He has to be on a square, so no cheat. Heavy. Iceberg does not have heavy. Papa Doc does not have heavy. TV. Iceberg has AAA. Papa Doc has B. This will go to Iceberg. A 1 and a power slam, throwing Papa Doc up against the rope. Papa Doc comes back, and a powerful power slam from Iceberg. That is for 5 points. And Papa Doc rolls out of the ring. And Iceberg goes after him. We're now going to use the out of the ring action chart. We roll a 5 and a 5, that is a 10. Leading wrestler smashes opponent with a steel chair. Iceberg picks up a steel chair and decks Papa Doc with it for 1 point. Oh, no, he wasn't the leading wrestler. Papa Doc is the leading wrestler. He takes a chair and decks Iceberg Isaac with it for 1 point. And we're still out of the ring. Papa Doc lands on the out of the ring chip, but it'll continue anyway. 5 and a 3, that is an 8. Leading wrestler pummels opponent on announcer's table. That is for 2 points. Whoa, come on now, get away from here. Iceberg Isaac is being pummeled on by Papa Doc on the announce table. Get from over here, Papa Doc. Come on, we don't need this over here. We already have a weak announce table anyway. We're going to roll again. 3 and a 1, that is a 4. Trailing wrestler options to deliver payback blows for a die roll of points or follow ref's directive to return to the ring. Let's roll. Odds is payback. Even is return to the ring. We roll a 4, and it's even. Iceberg Isaac returns inside the ring. Great action happening here. The fans love it here in New York City, and we're going to continue smart. Iceberg does not have smart. Papa Doc does not have smart. Test of strength. Is Iceberg powerful and strong? Nope. Papa Doc is strong, so no test of strength. Trailing. This will go to Iceberg, who is trailing. And we roll a 1. Knuckle to the temple for 2 points. Grudge. Iceberg has 18. Papa Doc has 32. This will go to Papa Doc as we roll a 5. And it's a back elbow smash to Iceberg. That's for 2 points. Papa Doc is dominant in this match. Strong. Iceberg does not have strong. Papa Doc has strong with a star. And we roll a 2, and it's a power bomb of his own. Papa Doc with a power bomb to Iceberg. That is for 3 points. It hurts him a little bit to go for the pin. Papa Doc lands on a fatigue chip. Iceberg Isaac will need the AAA 11 to 43 to get out of the pin. Of 63, that is 1. 62, that is 2. Does Papa Doc get it? 63, ring the bell. Count to 100. Papa Doc with the victory. Let's roll for post-match. We roll a 2. We're heading to Highlight Reel X. We roll a 62 in Highlight Reel X. Commissioner makes glowing statement. Reduce grudge grade of winning and defeated wrestler, 2 points. Well, Commissioner Conrad Thompson, the only thing he has to say, the first time he's made an appearance this weekend, I think, says that it was a great match and he was highly entertained, especially Papa Doc. Now, why is it especially Papa Doc? We're going to dive deep. I'll do a deep dive into that. So that was 62. Commissioner makes glowing statement. Reduce grudge grade of winning and defeated wrestlers by 2 points. So Iceberg Isaac will go back down from his 18 to a 16. Papa Doc will go from a 32 down to a 30. Okay, and your winner is Papa Doc from Quad. Well, let's put everybody back together, and that's the end of the show, folks. Nothing interesting. Well, it was a pretty good show. All right. Face to the Mat has been rolled by Face to the Mat. What am I talking about? Sunday Night Smash has been rolled by Face to the Mat, created by Keith Avalon. If you want this awesome game, how about take a look at the link on the video description or the channel's description, and it will take you over to playgames.com. They have great, wonderful games on there. They have the Play Classics tab. Click on that, and you will see a line, and you will find Face to the Mat. Click on that. You'll see a brief description and how to get this awesome game on your tabletop. That's Face to the Mat by Keith Avalon from Play Games. If you enjoyed the video, how about click that subscribe button, like, and comment, and I will kindly say thank you. Next week, folks, Saturday Night Slam will probably be a great show. And don't forget, we have our first house show coming up in a few weeks, and we're going to announce that next week and what the card is going to look like, okay? From your voice of We Live Wrestling, Brog Jr. saying, have a good one, folks.